What's up everyone, Darcblade here with an information video regarding this week's limited bounties and event quests in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. This covers both PC and console versions of the game and is for the week starting the 10th of July 2020. Now this week sees almost a return to normality in regards to weekly event quests and the limited bounties, as the majority of the event quests have gone away and they've gone back into a normal rotation, so we only have a few of them each week. But before we get into the limited bounties, a few bits of miscellaneous news. Firstly, Alatreon has made its return to Monster Hunter World Iceborne. The Blazing Black Dragon is definitely challenging for new players who don't know the mechanics or don't necessarily have the gear. But over the course of this coming week, I'll be bringing out additional content to assist you with the hunt. On top of that, we are also hosting a week of Alatreon streams over on the Twitch channel, trying to run as many of you through the special assignment as possible. So if you're interested and have the time, drop on by and say hi. There is a link down in the description below if you're interested. But along with Alatreon came patch 14.00. This brought with it numerous balance adjustments and bug fixes, as well as introduced a few new aspects to the game in the form of paid DLC and more. There is a dedicated patch video elsewhere on the channel, so check it out if you're interested. Now along with this patch came Frostfang Barioth, but some of you may be wondering where he is. Well, he's locked behind an event quest that won't be available at the moment. He'll be making his way to Monster Hunter World in the form of an event quest in early August. But that's about it for the miscellaneous news. Let's move on to talk about the limited bounties we have this week. There are 6 of them. First is a general Wilds by Waste limited bounty to clear 2 quests in this specific location. They can be at any rank, and for doing so you'll get research points and some armor spheres. Next is an ecology survey to hunt Brute Wyvern. We have to hunt 2 of these monster types, and once again they can be at any rank. And for doing so you'll get research points, some armor sphere plus, and a first Wyverian print. Next is an ecology survey, slay Elder Dragon. We have to hunt down 2 Elder Dragons at either high or master rank. And for doing so you'll get research points, some hard armor spheres, a gold Wyverian print that can be used at the Elder Melder in exchange for various monster gems, and a golden egg that can be sold for Zenny. This is also the last limited bounty you have access to if you haven't upgraded to Iceborne. But if you have, you'll also have an ecology survey to hunt Flying Wyvern. We have to hunt 2 of these monster types at master rank. And for doing so you'll get research points, some heavy armor spheres, and a silver egg. Next is an ecology survey to hunt Savage Deviljho. We have to hunt 1 of these Brute Wyvern at master rank. And for doing so you'll get research points, some king armor spheres, and another golden egg. And then finally is the general limited bounty to complete all of this week's other limited bounties, and for doing so you'll get research points and a celestial Wyverian print that can be used at the Elder Melder in exchange for various monster mantles. So those are all the limited bounties we have this week. Not too difficult in all honesty, and a lot of them can be linked up together. For example, you can take on Savage Deviljho, who's a Brute Wyvern in the Wilds by Waste, and this will cut down the amount of hunts you need to get everything done this week. But anyway, let's move away from the limited bounties to talk about the event quests. Now, prior to Alatreon's release, with the whole sea virus going around, Capcom allowed us access to pretty much every single event quest there was, bar 1 or 2 exceptions. Now though, things are reverting back to how they used to be, how they normally are supposed to be, which is the various event quests go in and out of rotation each week. So one week we'll have access to a small handful, and then the next week we'll get another handful, so on and so forth. Now, as we used to do, I'll go into details about the Master Rank event quests, whilst quickly listing off the low and high rank ones. So first of all is the Red Dragon Siege, a 6-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 24 or higher. This has players taking on safi'jiiva in the secluded valley. This is of course the safi'jiiva Siege, to which you can get safi'jiiva weaponry, armor, and Dracolites to upgrade them. It is advisable doing this, especially as the gear is quite useful when it comes to taking on Alatreon. Next up is Trophy Fishing, a 1-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 2 or higher. This has players taking on 2 Beartodus in the Hoarfrost Reach, and for completing this you'll get tickets that allow you to craft the Frozen Kingfish Greatsword. Next up is Desert Desserts, a 1-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 1 or higher. This has players collecting and delivering 20 hard fruit from the Wilds by Waste. Nothing too special about rewards, although it's an easy way to obtain ores and materials for newer Master Rank hunters. Next up is a new Troublemaker in Town, a 2-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 4 or higher. This has players taking on an Anjanath and Bambaro in the Ancient Forest. Nothing too special about the quest rewards from this except for bonus Hunter Rank and Master Rank points. Next up is Balloon Fight, a 2-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 6 or higher. This has players taking on a Paolumu and Nightshade Paolumu in the Special Arena. And for completing this quest you'll be rewarded with quite a few armor spheres, although these are normally mid-tier armor spheres. Next is a Curious Experiment, a 3-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 7 or higher. This has players taking on a Diablos and Nightshade Paolumu in the Wildspire Waste. Again, nothing too special about the rewards from this quest except for bonus hunter rank and master rank points. Next up is Servants of the Veil, a 4-star master rank quest that requires hunters to be master rank 16 or higher. This has players taking on an Ebony Dogoron and Acidic Lavinus in the Rotten Veil. And for rewards, once again you'll get bonus hunter rank and master rank points. Next up is A Reason Behind the Hunger, a 5-star master rank quest that requires hunters to be master rank 21 or higher. This has players taking on a Savage Devil Joe in the Elder's Recess. Again, nothing too special about rewards except for bonus hunter rank and master rank points, and this is a quick way to access Savage Devil Joe if you want to get the limited bounty done quickly. Anyway, next up is I Am Tranquil, I Am Sound, a 6-star master rank quest that requires hunters to be master rank 24 or higher. This has players taking on a Yangaruga in the Ancient Forest, and for completing this quest you'll get bonus hunter rank and master rank points, and this is a good way to access the monster if you haven't leveled up the Ancient Forest area of the Guiding Lands. Next up is a That Splinters the Sky, a 6-star master rank quest that requires hunters to be master rank 70 or higher. This has players taking on a Brute Tigrex in the Elder's Recess. Again, you'll get bonus hunter rank and master rank points as your reward, but this is also a decent quest to take on if you haven't accessed Brute Tigrex yet by leveling up the Rotten Veil area of your Guiding Lands. Next up is Razzled, Frazzled and Dazzled, a 6-star master rank quest that requires hunters to be master rank 24 or higher. This has players taking on a Rajang in the Wildspire Waste. But unfortunately, again, nothing too special about the rewards except for bonus hunter rank and master rank points. Next up is Heavy Metal in the Waste, a 6-star master rank quest that requires hunters to take on an assortment of monsters from the Wildspire Waste. And for taking on this quest, there's a chance at finding these monsters at the large or small gold crown size. And then finally our 2 new quests which are linked to Alatreon. First of all is the Evening Star, a 6-star master rank quest that requires hunters to be master rank 24 or higher. This requires players to slay Alatreon in the Secluded Valley. This quest pretty much is a standard Alatreon quest, however the Blazing Black Dragon will start in its fire mode, so it gives you some time to prepare. The other quest, which is the mirror opposite of the Evening Star, is Dawn of the Death Star, a 6-star master rank quest that requires hunters to be master rank 24 or higher. This has players taking on, of course, Alatreon in the Secluded Valley, and players will have to prepare for Alatreon starting in its ice mode. Now, the thing about these 2 event quests is they rotate daily for each player, so that is something to be aware of. But anyway, that's about it for the master rank event quests. Let's quickly list off the high and low rank ones. First of all, for low rank, there's Wicked Wildspire Warfare, which is a nice quest to get armor spheres and Kieran the Myth. You also have access to Deep Green Blues and the Effluvial Opera, which are 2 quests to take on if you're looking for gold crowns. Next is the Heralds of Destruction Cry, which is Arch-Tempered Nergigante. You then have When Blue Dust Surpasses Red Lust, which is Arch-Tempered Lunostra, and then finally you have Snow and Cherry Blossoms. But that's about it for the various event quests we have this week on Monster Hunter World Iceborne. But before I go, I should note that the Sizzling Spice Fest is actually coming at the next reset, so we'll have access to all the event quests again. This will also include some new ones, so as always I'll bring you more information closer to when it releases. But what are your thoughts on this week's activities, and what are your thoughts on Alatreon? At the moment he seems to be quite polarising, but I think once players learn how the mechanics work, they may enjoy it more. But anyway, that's about it for this week's activities. What are your thoughts? Leave a comment down below, and until next time, I've been Darcblade, bringing you an information video regarding this week's limited bounties and event quests in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.